Hey cruisers, I'm Sherry with Cruise Tips TV. Welcome back and happy fall to everyone. This October actually marks our 3-year anniversary or birthday or whatever you want to call it at Cruise Tips TV. So we're very excited. And of course, as most people do when they have an anniversary of some sort, you go back and you look at your first material. And of course, I did that the other day and I was, dying of discomfort. But that's just the way it goes, right? We set out, we took a risk. We had this idea to create Cruise Tips TV over a family dinner table conversation. And here we are today. And if you do go back and look at some of those earlier episodes, you will see that we have changed so much. We've changed our style, we've changed our set, we've changed everything. And I remember that first episode, I was so uncomfortable in front of the camera and it was so nerve-wracking. And now it seems so comfortable. And that is largely because of all of you guys. Sorry, there's a motorcycle going by outside. Hopefully you cannot hear that. But thank you for making us feel comfortable. Thank you for all of your kind comments, your thumbs ups, your subscriptions, everything along the way. We appreciate it so much. And happy birthday to us. So we are planning our next cruise right now. We don't have it completely finalized yet. We're saving and planning, but we can tell you that our next cruise is coming relatively soon, and we are going to do a lot of port-intensive travel on this trip. So hopefully what that will mean for Cruise Tips TV is that we will get to bring you a lot of vlogs, and we hope that we get to bring you a lot of excursion footage on this trip. We're going to have a lot more time than we did when we were on Carnival Imagination, and we think that you're really going to enjoy seeing this next adventure. So stay tuned for that. We should be announcing it in the next few weeks. We just got to save up those last few dollars and make sure that everything gets squared away. So without further ado, let's get into this week's questions and tips and some special viewer advice requests. We need you guys this week, so let's get right into that first. Now, Jeannie from Jeannie's channel said that she is going on a cruise March of 2017. She needs your help, guys. I don't have an answer to this question. She's sailing with her 18-year-old and needs to know if cruise lines are picky about 18-year-olds hanging out in the teen clubs, and she's worried that because they cap out at 17 that he won't be able to hang out with the kids in those clubs. Can you guys please help Jeannie to answer this question? Let us know in the comments below. Next up, we need to help Jessica plan her excursions for her Caribbean cruise. She's going to Grand Cayman, Mahogany Bay, Belize, and Cozumel. I have not been to every single one of those ports. I haven't been to Grand Cayman since I was probably in my 20s. I need help with that one. I recommended Goff's Key in Belize and Nachi Cacombe in Cozumel. So what can you guys recommend for Jessica in the comments below for Cayman, Mahogany Bay, Belize, and Cozumel? Thank you very much in advance. I'm sure Jessica appreciates it as well. And now on to some questions from all of you this week. We have an awesome question from April Bubba. She wants to know what the weather will be like in Southern California and Ensenada for her cruise on November 27th. Looks like she is coming from Australia and needs to know what to pack. So I can definitely help you with this, April, and I'm sure that our viewers can too. It's going to be relatively chilly in November, but certainly not too cold. We actually did this exact trip in January. And the weather here in Southern California will be similar to what you find in maybe like the Perth area of Australia. So model it after that, but of course reverse your seasons for your winter. I would probably pack quite a few pairs of jeans, t-shirts and things like that for daytime, and sweaters will be fine, hoodies, maybe one light jacket, maybe a rain jacket. I don't know if we're going to be getting any rain. We certainly need it. We're in a drought here in Southern California, so let's hope that we do. But I think, closed-toed shoes will probably be the order of the day, jeans, sweaters, hoodies, things like that. But for evening, your normal dressy sundresses and, even sleeveless dresses should be fine. You should stay warm enough inside the ship. I hope that helps, April. Let me know if you need more info. Happy to help you. We Travel wants to know if staterooms have a do not disturb sign, and I can answer that question and tell you yes, they do. Generally all have some kind of a do not disturb sign, but they're all different. We Travel wanted to know if it was a built-in mechanism like an airplane bathroom locking thing. Usually it's not, but some of them will have a little thing you can stick inside the door lock. Kind of goes almost like a key card in that'll say do not disturb, but most of them have kind of a door hanger. So on our last cruise, if you look at our vlogs and our photos on Facebook, you'll see that they had two signs that you could hang just like a hotel on the door. They had snoozin' and cruisin'. So that's probably what you can expect on your cruise. But yes, they should have something for you. Keith Fox wants to know if they've always upcharged for surf and turf and other items, and Keith is referring to our recent Carnival Imagination cruise where Keith saw the menus. And Yeah, I think on shorter cruises, Carnival is leaning more towards some a la carte pricing for surf and turf and lobster, things like that. But I don't miss it too much because I found that the free lobster wasn't that high quality anyway. So really, I kind of look at it as a bonus. They're introducing steakhouse quality items on a ship that doesn't have a steakhouse. So there's pluses and minuses here, Keith. It's a hard question to answer, but I did not feel nickel and dimed. And yes, they do have upcharge items for room service nowadays, but all of the same stuff you could get before for free is still free. They've just added hot food. So that I don't feel is a problem. I feel like it's actually just a service, and the upcharge items are super cheap. Hope that helps. Jim Jazz wants to know if we feel like smaller ships offer more bang for our buck. Hey, Jimmy. No, not really. I don't feel that they offer more bang for our buck. Another thing you said is that larger ships seem crowded. The vlogs that we showed to you made it seem like the ship wasn't crowded because yours truly is up at the crack of dawn filming the ship before anybody else is awake. It was actually very crowded on the ship by noon and, into the evening. Extremely lively, very, very loud, very crowded. Not in a bad way, just Carnival is a fun ship, so you're going to feel a lot more fun. But no, I actually think that longer cruises give you more bang for your buck. If you were to break it down dollar for dollar, day by day, I think you do get more out of a longer cruise. The way that this cruise was priced wasn't necessarily cheaper day by day either. So hope that helps you. Let's see here. Grace DeWald wants to know what we think about Christmas cruises, and is a December cruise to the Caribbean a bad idea? No, it's certainly not a bad idea, Grace, if you can afford it. Christmas cruises are much more expensive, as are any other holiday cruise, and you're going to have a lot of children on board. Now, if those two things are okay with you, go for it. I can't imagine anything more special over Christmas than being on a cruise. Of course, you have to schlep your gifts and things like that, and you can't wrap them, but it's on my dream list, so up to you. Would I choose it as my first cruise? I probably wouldn't. I would probably book something maybe the week of December 10th or 15th. Those cruises are actually cheaper, much cheaper than a normal cruise usually, because the cruise lines don't book them as fully. So weather-wise, awesome time to go to the Caribbean. Cost-wise, it's going to probably be the most expensive time of the year. Hope that helps. Joseph Dady wants to know what we think about drink packages, meal packages, and prepaid tips. We love them if they're free and they're included. Usually they're not. I never buy the drink package, Joseph, because I'm 5 feet tall, and if I bought the drink package, I would not get my money's worth, so it's not something I do. We have taken advantage of cruises that had included meal packages before. One of them was on the Norwegian Jewel, and it was one of our favorite cruises. We ate in a steakhouse, teppanyaki, Brazilian, and French food every single night, and it was a total luxury, and we didn't pay that much more for that cruise. So if it's included in your cruise, you are going to love it. If I were to choose something that was a perk in a cruise, I would probably pick the meal package over the drink package. But again, I don't drink that much. I pack my own wine so that I can save money, and we don't do that much. Prepaid tips to me are exactly the same as paying at the end of the cruise. Doesn't matter either way. I've done it both ways. Most of the time, I wait until the end of my cruise, pay at the end of my cruise. Please let me know if I've missed anything there for you, Joseph. Monster 1988-ish wants to know, said that they're thinking about taking a cruise and wants to know how inclusive a cruise is. Are there hidden costs? Very simple answer. And this goes for every major mass market cruise line out there. So we're talking about your Carnival, Princess, Royal Caribbean, MSC, and Norwegian types of cruise lines are all going to be the same thing in what is included, but no. I never tell people that they are all inclusive. What is included is dining in the main dining room, in the buffet, the cruise itself, basic beverages like coffee, tea, lemonade, and iced tea, and most of your entertainment on board. What is not included are alcoholic beverages, of course, most of the time, unless you buy it with a perk, shore excursions, gratuities, which you definitely need to factor into your cruise, specialty restaurant dining, parking, and airfare. So those are the things that are not included. I hope that that helps. If you need any more information, please don't hesitate to reach out. We have some tips this week from our subscribers. One of my favorite things is hearing from you all on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram about tips that you all have for us. And Jeremy E. mentioned something that I did not know and felt very compelled to share with you because we do hope to be going on a Princess cruise very soon. Jeremy E. said that you can pre-order a 12-pack of water on Princess for $6.90 delivered to your stateroom. I didn't know that. I'm excited because I'd prefer not to pack my own water, so I will be doing that on my next cruise. And thank you, Jeremy, for the tip. Appreciate it. Natalie would like to offer a bit of advice to all of us that when you are carrying on your beverages, whether it be, I think she's assuming that she's carrying on sodas here, but sodas, wine, waters, that you should definitely take a plastic bag and maybe enclose all of your beverages in a plastic bag. She had an incident with her cruise where the cases that were inspected by the cruise line were torn open, but they fell out of her suitcase once she got on the ship. So the security team did not break them, but she said that if they had been enclosed, it would have been better. So I hope all of you can benefit from that advice. Thank you very much for that. And our last tip today is from Adam De Silva. Adam said that if you keep your bathroom door closed, there's a return vent, and it actually helps to keep your stateroom cooler. That is an awesome tip, Adam. I had no idea that that was something that you can do, and I sure appreciate that because I know that a lot of people do like to keep their rooms very cold, and that dial only turns so far to the left. So thank you for that. Well, that is just about it for us this week. Hope everyone is settling nicely into fall. As always, you can follow us on social media. We hang out a lot on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and a little bit over on Pinterest. So please be sure to go ahead and check us out over there, and be sure to leave your comments, questions, tips, and advice for our subscriber family in the comments below. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye. Hey, click me to subscribe. Happy birthday to us. Yay! We're 3.